Coming up on... Oh, that should be the black cards. Okay. Coming up on black cards from Gatecrash. Full Gatecrash spoiler, like usual. Here we have another 4-mana 2/3... Well, this one's a flyer, so keep that in mind. 4-mana 2/3. So, again, as you can see, there's a lot of 3 toughness guys in this set. With 2 power. So, the 4-mana 2/3 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, reveals card until reveal a land, and puts them into the graveyard. I think the fact it's a 4-mana 2/3 flyer is just something to keep in mind, because that's quite good, just as the body itself, and the ability, it's okay. Basilicus creature is very good in the Extort deck, because 1, it's cheap, 2, it's 1/2 flyer for 2, which is, okay, that's meh, but 3, it has Extort as well, so another cheap guy to trigger Extort, so that's good in the dedicated Extort deck. Contaminated Ground, I'm sad they reprinted. Random mana screw might happen, but don't count on it. It's not that good. Corpse Blockade's another 1/4 defender. So you can see there's a lot of like big toughness guys here. They sacrifice another creature, gets Death Touch, which seems okay. Crypt Grasp is quite good. Death's Approach is it's interesting. Definitely gets better as the game progresses. But I think it's, an okay removal spell. This one, however, Devour Flesh. Tribute to Hunger? Yeah, this is, better. It's 1 mana cheaper. And is target player instead of, target opponent. So you could, in fact, sacrifice a creature yourself and gain life. This card, definitely among the better black combos. I mean, it's no Doomblade, so, it's no Doomblade, but definitely a very powerful removal spell. Dying Wish, on the other hand, is not that good. Gateway Shade's okay. It depends how many gates you have. Grisly Spectacles, definitely a high pick. 1, because it's a 4-mana removal spell. It says destroy target non-artifact creature. The number of artifact creatures worth blowing up are basically limited to the key runes. That's basically it. But other than that, this is very powerful removal, and the fact that, you mill a few is okay, but it's removal, so definitely a high pick if you're in black. Gutter Skulk's a 2-mana 2/2, so here's you got a bear. Da bears. Horror of the Dim's a 5-mana 3/4 that you can gain Hexproof, which is meh, really. Illness in the Ranks, so it's an enchantment. Creature tokens get -1/-1. So those of you that have been thinking about token-based decks, you're not going to like that card, that's for certain. Killing Glare is another good removal spell. Destroy card, target creature with power X or less. So basically, you're probably going to be paying 3 or 4 mana, but definitely another, black got a ton of good instant removal spells. Lord of the Void's extremely powerful, limited, blah, blah, blah. Mental Vapors, 4 mana, target player discards a card with Cipher. So, unless you have an unblockable guy, it's 4 mana, you make a discard, then you attack with a creature that's unblocked, and then you paid 4 mana for my draw. As I think, most of the Cipher cards, I think, are overcosted. So I'm very curious to see how they will play out, and see probably how horribly wrong I am. We have Midnight Recovery, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand with Cipher, which is meh. Or Slumlord's quite good. Superior Primordial is just another Primordial, very, very good. Shadow Alley Denizen, it's a 1 mana 1/1 that whenever another black creature enters the battlefield, target creature gains Intimidate, and this is the card that makes Cipher trigger. If you are going to mirror and you open one of these up, this is the card you want to, you want to play, because getting your guys in is what you want to trigger Cipher. Shadow Slice is meh, because it's 5 mana, loses 3 life, and then Cipher, so way too expensive. Slate Street Ruffian's a 3 mana 2/2 that whenever it becomes blocked, defending player discards a card. So, it's pretty solid, I think. Definitely a good one to get value out of. Smog Elemental is a 5 mana or 6 mana 3/3 flyer, which is, it's okay. But the creatures with flying your opponent's control get -1/-1. Seems good. Syndicate Enforcer, you got a 3/2 Extort for 4, but the fact is, as I mentioned, there's a lot of 2/2s, a lot of 2/3s, and a lot of 1/4s, and this guy doesn't get past any of them. So you're basically playing as another Extort guy, and he's just a little bit on the expensive side. Thrall Parasite is your 1 mana Extort guy. If you're Orzhov, it's definitely quite powerful. And you can remove counters, so the +1/+1 counter seems decent if you really have to. Undercity Informers, okay. Not gonna say much more. 2-3 for 2 is fine, but you notice there's a lot. Or 2-3 for 3. There's a lot of 2-3s. Notice that. There's a lot of 2-3s. Undercity Plague is how I'm gonna say it. And Rite of Precinct 6, I think is okay. I think it's gonna get. My gut tells me it's a little bit better than what I think initially. So, because if you have 2 creatures, then it's a 2-mana 3/3, and that seems solid. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Keep your eyes open for the other colors. And this is gonna be the video that I shamelessly plug myself. I made a Twitter, so if you guys want to follow me, you can. Thank you guys all for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe.